Still. Okay, hey, this is Decepticast number 5, and this is your friendly neighborhood giant murdering blue robot stab face, Thundercracker, and I'm here with my esteemed guests, Pyrostrata
Sup?
and Scrappy Doo
Up.
and Hot Link Biscuits.
Not to be confused with Pustulus Maximus.
Alrighty then. Hey, speaking of Pustulus Maximus, there, Hot Link, how come you don't show up as a Hot Link guy? You show up as a black screen.
Oh, probably because I didn't press this button. Technology is weird. You humans are weird. Weird. There we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all right. Pustulus. All right, so we have. And everybody was okay with my list of topics, yes?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Okay. So number 1, we're going to talk about Autobot triple changers, and we'll start with the most popular one, Springer. Pyrostrata, go.
I like him. He's one of the few Autobots I can actually stand, and I have several toys of him.
Oh. Kinky.
Yes.
Several.
Shut up, pervert.
All right, Scrap.
He's one of the better ones that there is.
And Hot Link.
I'd have to agree. He's tolerable, and the character is. But as for the toy's amazing. Like,
Yes.
I dig it.
And I gotta also agree, which apparently Scrapper is doing, or Scrapper. Sorry. Apparently Springer is doing something right, because it's across the board unanimous that he's okay. And I just wanted to say too, thanks Pyro for not.
Seriously, you're stealing my bit from the corner, which is like a dead show. What the hell?
I can't help the fact that this pathetic internet connection is inconsistent.
Okay, number 2, literally and figuratively, Sandstorm. Pyro, go.
Don't know too much about him. Toy is great. That's all I can say about that.
Scrapper?
Toy looks good. Sadly, I don't have it. I should have bought it, but I never did. Other than that, I don't know.
And Hot Link?
That one's not on my collection either, but I've heard good things.
Okay, here's my thing about Sandstorm. The only one issue I have with Sandstorm is there's also a Decepticon Seeker named Sandstorm. And every single time I post a picture of said Decepticon Seeker named Sandstorm, somebody goes, "Dude, that's Sandstorm's a Tommy."
Oh, that guy!
Yeah. And I just want to murder everything within a 50-mile radius when that happens.
I
None
actually
survived.
think that the Seeker Sandstorm started out as a fan character and just kind of fell into canon.
Kind of like IDW. Gotcha.
Really early on, I think
I was gonna say he's a
Simon.
Q1 mold, so
I think Simon Furman was a fan of the fan character, and it just kind of slipped into canon.
ooh,
I could be wrong on that.
kinky again. I've got an incoming video call.
Poor mind at.
I don't know. It's been a long day. All right, so
I'm sliding things into cannons. I'm all about it, mostly with the crack part.
put that motherfucker on some crack.
Sleazy's out of town right now, so I gotta go beat up local dealers and shit. It's kind of boring.
Yeah. I signed a $500,000 contract. Puked on every page. All right, so we all know what's next. Pyro, go.
Say what?
Yeah. The other Autobot triple changer.
There,
Broadside.
I know nothing.
All right, Sergeant Schultz. Go ahead, Scrapper. Your thoughts in affection for Broadside.
Who?
And Hotlink.
Oh God, no. Oh no. Broadside, no.
I'm also not a fan of really awful tiny aircraft carrier guy.
Boat formers.
Yeah, he's pretty close to a GoBot.
Yeah, like this is the part of the episode where we go, where the hell is Turtler? And why isn't he talking about all things briny, salty, and nasty?
Although I got to give it to Turtler, his knowledge of JG1 is pretty good.
Yeah.
He knows some shit that I didn't think anybody, besides me knew, but he was all over it.
He knows more than I do on the subject, legit.
Okay, so moving from shitty to shittier, we're going to go with the released picture of Bayformer's Hot Rod, Pyro.
It's terrible, but I expected nothing less. It's Bayformers. It appears to be a bumblebee-looking, wadded-up ball of tinfoil with somebody spilled red paint on.
All right, slow down because there's a speed scrap. Go.
Looks like aluminum foil.
And
That's red.
It does.
And Hotlink.
I don't think this mech is licensed to fish. So, with that said, aluminum foil can't pull out big fish. Incapable rendition of Hot Rod.
Yes, I thought that it looked like Devastator ate Hot Rod and shit him out, and that's what they made into Bayformer's Hot Rod.
The World Maggot did it!
It does kind of look like Devastator tried to make a roboid-shaped thing out of a wad of tinfoil, and it appears he was rather angry doing it.
Yeah, with like red highlights.
Right.
You know that red pimple that you've seen on Unicron's high school photo? That was on the left hemisphere? I think that's where that thing...
So somebody squeezed it and out came Bayformer's Hot Rod?
I know, that's the pimple itself. Pus, skin, all of it. Infection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so moving on to number 3 topic. When and where did you first watch the Transformers movie? Pyro, go.
You want the long story?
Up to you.
Let's see. Me and my friend drove to the theater on opening day, first in line, sat in a little section, all by ourselves. All around us are tons of excited little 9-year-old boys and their parents. Now, this was the days before the internet, where there were no internet spoilers, no, pre-release discussions. There was nothing that anyone knew about this movie that was not in the trailers on television. Now, when Optimus Prime died...
Oh, shit, there's a whole other page with a bunch of conversation from you guys I didn't even see.
The horror that the entire theater experienced was delicious. He goes gray, the theater goes dead silent, and then you start hearing the sniffling coming down from the back, and then it turns into a wave, a plague of crying, sobbing, inconsolable little 9-year-old boys. Some were so bad off that their parents had to drag them from the theater to keep them quiet. They were screaming so loud.
So basically a Nickelback concert.
Yeah.
I was I don't know if the scene itself impressed me, because, the death of Optimus Prime is always fun.
Yes.
But the mourning of the collective was just the cherry on top. Perfect.
All right.
I saw it 7 times opening week.
Scrappy.
I wasn't alive when it actually came out in theaters, so I watched it on DVD.
Failure. Should have been born earlier.
I suffer the same condition.
Goddamn kids.
Hey, at least you guys have seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it on VHS at least, but
You
Okay.
guys
I got my copy on VHS.
So I went to see it at the movie theater in Sydney, Ohio, which is a town of 15,000 people. And when you walk across the theater, your shoes make the noises because of getting stuck to the theater floor. And I watched it. My dad took me to watch it, and I was pretty impressed with it. In fact, my favorite part was that they said shit. I was like, oh, shit.
They said the F word.
All right. So that's pretty much where we were all at during the. Well,
Well, if you want, I mean, when I first watched it, I think I was like 6 or 7, and they had brought it home on tape. Like they had brought, like, this is the local video store era, but pre-Blockbuster era, like in the
Gotcha.
early 90s. And I was floored by it. I loved it. I was like, this is fucking amazing. Like, the first thing I did was go, where the fuck do I get a Unicron? Fucking 10 goddamn years later. Like,
Yeah, right.
Again, pre-internet, so it's not like you go on and order one.
Yeah.
Funny story is I had 2 Technodromes, and I had plenty of paint.
Right.
And I had plenty of spare toy bits. So I ramshackled together this pseudo Unicron planet mode and had it sitting behind my Transformers out of my second and partially busted Technodrome. So it ended up working out pretty good.
Hey, let me ask, speaking of Technodrome, let me ask you something. You want to on the face when they call it the Technodome?
Shredder! What? You killed them all yet? I'm trying, Craig. Give me a second. But if you let them live and make a mockery of my battle station one more time. Seriously, you sound like my ex-wife. I can't.
What the hell was that last noise? Sounded like the Ubu Sit dog was getting killed.
I'm hungover, so my bits may be off key.
All right. So, moving on to our next topic. Wait, this is our last topic before the what do you call it? Combiner Wars. All right, so.
Oh God, no.
So our last topic is, what is the crown jewel in your collection, Pyro?
Oh, wow. Wow. I have several. You're going to make me choose.
Yeah, what's your most favorite?
My most favorite?
We all know
Oh.
it's Beachcomber. Go ahead.
If you were my brother, I would kill you. I'm a big fan of my Combiner Wars Devastator.
Evitator.
I do enjoy the toddler-sized version of Metroplex. And all of my Masterpiece. Yeah, I really don't have a crowning jewel. I have a lot of really good toys.
All right, yeah, I'm a fan.
Shut up!
Scrapper, go ahead.
I don't know if I actually have one.
Yeah, this is very hard.
You have 3 seconds to choose.
Probably
You'll
Devastator.
self-destruct. 2, on.
Uh,
That was a long 3 seconds.
It sure was.
Devastator. Devastator.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you say it.
That's the second time I said it.
Say it one more time.
Devastator.
All right, so it's Devastator. All right, and which Devastator? Do you want?
Combiner Wars.
Ah, combined with Devastator. How much was that?
Like $150.
Holy
Around
fuck!
there. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is worth every penny.
Yes, it is.
Although it's not the most expensive thing in my collection.
No.
No. It's actually relatively cheap in comparison to some of this shit.
And Hot Link.
I'm gonna use my first Transformer cop out. That's what I'm gonna use. So don't judge me. But my first Transformer, much to Pyro's delight, is Megatron, and that Megatron was passed down to me from my father. He had a cracked scope on him, cracked fusion cannon, but he was my first Transformer, and by far my favorite in my collection because of the sentimental value of being passed a torch. I guess essentially it's what got me into it, and wish there was more guns out there to transform, but
It's an heirloom trigger
It's an
touch.
My
yeah,
optics are getting a little misty.
yeah. So there you go.
You can always
I'm using that cop out because I love my Combiner War shit. I love my Combiner War Seekers. I love Combiner War Devastator. I can't pick one, so I figured I'd lash out to those people that want some feels at 1 in the afternoon, almost 2. You're welcome. Go cry now, and don't be that guy. So.
Hey, have you ever thought about getting Browning?
Browning. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually...
So mine, I just recently got an MISB Metroplex, right? And that's my third Metroplex. I have one that's complete and pretty good, but loose. And then I have one that's horribly maimed and snapped in two at the waist. And now I have an MISB Metroplex, and the box is almost perfect. So I'm a fan of that. And I don't know why I like Metroplex so much. I think it's because I was like, City.
My Metroplex likes to duke it out with my Warlord Titan.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a good idea, actually.
Yeah. So having half of a Metroplex would be excellent to display with my Warlord Titan, because I'd totally throw debris, make it a battlefield and shit. Yeah.
Maybe tore him in half. That sounds like a good idea. There was a guy at Gen Con with an Imperator. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I saw those Space Wolves dudes.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
Holy shit.
The only problem was they were dicky about getting their picture taken.
How can you dress up like that and then be a douche about
there were several people like that. There was a Rebel pilot that was dicky about getting his picture taken. And there was this Klingon dude, he walked by me and I said, "Kapla!" And he just looked at me like I had fucking lobsters coming out of my eyes. Like, Kapla?
I don't understand the concept. If you were going to spend that much time and effort to portray a character, a fictional character, and you don't get into the role-playing of the character, what is the point?
Yeah, a lot of people would pose and shit, but and they were happy to have their picture taken. But that was the tiny minority who got pissed.
Oh my. Ugh.
So, yeah. Is everybody still here? Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason my screen went dark there for a second.
I'm good.
Most cosplayers I know, they ham it up for the camera, especially
yes.
the mecha cosplayers.
They
love the attention.
There's a little area that they strut their stuff in, and normally when I was getting pictures like around that place. But I mean, sometimes I would just see them in the hallway, But you dress up, in my opinion. If I ask you nicely, don't be a dick. So
yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the next episode of Combiner Wars, Prime,
Do
Barnacle.
we have to?
Oh yes, we do.
Uh,
It's like your carrots; you have to eat them.
Uh,
I'm gonna go first here.
I want pudding.
'Cause I got no. You can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat. Something like that.
You said it.
All right, so my notes say this: there was 20 whole seconds of space bullshit, just like 5 minutes and 20 seconds long episode. Actually, less than that if you count like the end part, which they were like, "Hey, look, Machima," or whatever the fuck it's called, for like another 45 seconds at the end of it. But in the beginning of it, they were just like flying through space for 20 seconds, which is okay, but not in a 5 fucking minute video, right?
Right.
My second point I want to make is they fucking troned the rocks. They made the rocks Tron rocks. Even fucking rocks are not safe from getting troned. Okay? My next,
Rocks on Cybertron?
no. They were just like random rocks.
Random rock.
Because they passed over this planet that was like, I don't know, molten or something, and there was some explosions.
That was their rendition of Cybertron.
What?
Yes, that was their rendition of Cybertron.
That Tron ball rolled up by Unicron's pet dung beetle is their rendition.
All right, so my next note says Rodimus looks strangely normal. Rodimus looked like exactly like G1 Rodimus. They
Yes.
didn't even put Tron lines on him.
Nor did they IDW him up.
Yeah, there was no space galactites, nothing.
One thing I noticed is he looked surprisingly normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so and then the Icicle Hood Hammer chick. Who the fuck is that?
That is the Mistress of Flame. She is the leader of Caminus.
Is that seriously her title? Quote, Mistress of Flame, unquote?
Yes, that is what she is called, the Mistress of Flame.
That sounds like something on a menu at a whorehouse.
No shit.
Yes.
Well, I just got out of this 60 days here. I'm going to go get me some Mistress on the Flame. Oh, yeah.
I also noticed that, especially when Starscream was talking, the voice to lip movement was awful.
The whole episode was like that. The animation is garbage.
All right, and then of course I was hoping to go through the entire episode without Kabuki face, but then she showed up with her sniper rifle. And then what was the deal with like the bad like? It reminded me of like late 1990s MIDI music with the synthesizer. What was the fuck was the deal with that?
Synthwave is a thing. I enjoy like good synthwave, but if it's like 80s based synthwave,
I don't even know what synthwave is.
it is basically a form of electronic music, kind of like, you know, techno, hardstyle house, yada yada yada.
Kind of one that goes.
But instead of it being like that, it's more like, hey, check it out. It's a sunset in Miami in 1986, kind of. Like you know, like the old video companies, you know, like, you know, it's like, oh crap, it's the thing that, you know, for the opening company for Terminator, like T1, like Terminator 1, and you just hear that kind of sound.
Oh yeah,
That shit's dope shit.
Yeah, I'm with that. All right. Okay, so that's my thoughts. Anybody else feel free to chime in?
Really? Really?
Sandwich tastes great.
Another episode of disappointment. A lot more filler than what there should be in a 5-minute episode.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at with the space shit.
Yeah. The only character in this whole 10 minutes that we've seen that has gotten any kind of development
Starscream.
or faceting is Windbag,
Oh yeah.
the Mary Sue, the original pandering character that was supposed to be fan-made, which was not. This is Combiner Wars, guys. More combiners, less whiny bitching.
Mm-hmm.
And the animation was on par with the other episode. It was bad. Because there was more actual dialogue in this episode is why the mouth movement animation was so glaringly awful. I've seen a lot of people going off about that.
You know, if they had any balls, they would go ahead and have that kabuki face chick. They would have Wing do her singing thing from South Park. That would be the only thing I could think of to salvage that.
I am sick of the oversaturation of Windblade right now. She is in everything. She is in everywhere. It's almost like they're trying to ram the concept down the collective throats of the community. It's the please notice me senpai syndrome. We don't care. We don't like her. She has become the antithesis of Mary Sue characters. Get it through your head, Hasbro. We don't like Windblade. Okay? Make her go away forever.
And
I love the pure seeping venom in that speech. Just every word.
Me too. And what did you think about it? Scrappany's fleet attacks Pearl Harbor.
Didn't care for it.
That's one.
What was that, Scrapper?
Didn't care for it. Aside from what we talked before earlier, I another episode that I wasn't thrilled with. I'm like, if it's gonna be like this, I'm not gonna keep watching it. It's just no.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there, man. And what do you think, Hotlink?
Oh, sir, I didn't like it. Anyway,
Efforts win.
I cannot stand what they've done to the commander. I can't. The commander is a douche nozzle to begin with, but seeing him as a peace-mongering, you would think he is not. He's at the very least the bastard pupil of his lordship, and should have at least learned a few things about being ruthless, and not somebody that wants to hash it out with everybody in Iacon.
Oh, those were different times.
Those were different times. I'm
That
sorry.
was actually pretty good.
And it's like, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you absolutely kidding me? This is Rodimus acting more like the old primes. Oh, well, we just need this to be a weapon, because that's what we'll do. We'll have an army of combiners so that nobody can stop us. You sound like Zeta Prime there, sir. Good job. I mean, then the Optimus reference with Windblade sniper rifle? Okay, I haven't played Halo 5 in a while, but I am positive it is the same exact rifle.
Well, see, that's the thing, too. Speaking of her sniper rifle, not only does she have the idiotic giant sword, they also had to give her a sniper rifle. I mean, what else is she going to have? Flamethrowers?
The Batmobile.
Yeah, exactly. Airwolf? She ride around an Airwolf, too? I mean,
Airwolf, yes. She's gonna rescue this stranded family in Switzerland with the Airwolf. Yes.
Is she gonna like fly up in the air and go power extreme and then like some fucking armor come on there with holes in it?
She's gonna become Captain Planet.
Sweet.
She doesn't need the other four Planeteers. She is Captain Planet.
She's so Mary Sue she doesn't need the other four. I guarantee you though, she's Windblade.
Windblade.
Ugh.
Heart. Okay. All right. Well, I think we've exhausted our list of topics. We got a viewer. Hey, viewer.
What up?
Thanks for viewing.
Thanks for coming to the Decepticast. We're not doing you.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day there. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming. The one person that came, and as always, Decepticons forever.
Yes.
Bye.